What is procrastination? If you hear someone saying, "I'll do it later," or "I'll do it tomorrow," then this person is procrastinating, or he or she is a procrastinator. Procrastination is putting off, delaying, or deferring an action to a later time. We've all experienced procrastination at different times of our lives. No matter how hard you try to get some work done, you may always end up checking emails, chatting on MSN, logging on Facebook, playing the NES, cleaning your desk, or even sleeping. You may even be frustrated with yourself for procrastinating. It is important to know what specific procrastination tactics you use. Some students are napping kings or queens. They spend time napping in the library, dorm room, common room, lecture hall, basically wherever possible. Others are technomaniacs who like to use internet or technology to procrastinate. For example, they may check different email accounts 3 times in 10 minutes, surfing the internet aimlessly, or see who is on MSN to initiate checks. Whatever your personal procrastination techniques is, beware of it. If you feel you are procrastinating, then you probably are procrastinating. Procrastination affects 50 to 70% of students. Students agree they lost time and face difficulties because of this bad habit. So why do we procrastinate if we know it's not good for us? There are many reasons why we procrastinate. A simple one is, most of us would prefer to exert the minimum amount of effort in our lives. So when we're working on difficult tasks which require a lot of our effort and energy, we may want to escape from it and go back to our comfort zone. However, no matter what the reasons are, the most important thing is to tackle this unwanted habit. There are many strategies we can use to combat procrastination. Here are some of them. 1. Set goals. 2. Time telling. 3. Bits and pieces approach. And 4. 5-minute plan. Without goals, we would easily choose activities that require the minimum amount of our effort, such as socializing, surfing the internet, or sleeping. Having a weekly schedule will give us a sense of direction and what we are supposed to do whenever we feel we have free time. There is also another workshop on goal setting if you're interested in learning more about it. Many of us underestimate the amount of time needed for a study test. For example, if you need to read 1 chapter in a textbook, you may think it takes only half an hour, but in fact, it takes 3 hours for your time instead. Time telling is a technique to measure roughly the time needed for a task, so that you can allocate the right amount of time to do similar tasks in the future. Here is an example. If you need to read 8 chapters to prepare for your midterm exam, then you should time yourself to see how much time you need to read 1 chapter. If it takes 2 hours, then it means you need roughly 16 hours to complete this task. Given you can only concentrate and read for 4 hours a day, then this task needs 4 days to complete. The bits and pieces approach is a powerful technique to help us overcome procrastination. One of the main reasons for procrastinating is we feel overwhelmed by the task. For example, if you have to write a 10-page project report, you may feel the task is too big and so procrastinate by doing other things first, and wait till the last minute to rush to get it done. Bits and pieces approach is breaking the big task into bits and pieces. For example, for a 10-page project report, you may want to break it down into introduction, point 1, 2, 3, and conclusion. Then you assign yourself to just work on the introduction on Monday, point 1 on Tuesday, point 2 on Wednesday, etc. This way, you would feel less overwhelmed psychologically and would have more motivation to work on this task. We've all experienced not having the motivation to do a task, whether it is a task that we feel too difficult or a task we don't like. The fourth technique we want to introduce here is called the 5-minute plan. As the title suggests, what you do is to make a deal with yourself, telling yourself to just work on the task for 5 minutes before doing something else. You should set a timer to time yourself. After 5 minutes, you can either decide to take a break or continue to work on the task for 5 more minutes. For most students, once they get started, they will gain the concentration or momentum needed to carry them through to do the task. We hope now you have a better idea on how to handle your procrastination and manage your time more effectively. This is just the beginning. Remember, the most important thing is to put those techniques into action. We hope to hear your successful stories and look forward to seeing you in other workshops to enhance your studying and learning in UST. Goodbye.